What do people not understand affects their health as much as it does? We've talked about nutrition.
Stress.
So those cortisol levels. And what have you found to be, other than this new prescription, what have you found to be these, and breath work we've talked about, nutrition. What about getting out in the sun? Is that
Yeah. I still do everything I used to do before. And I'm not going to stop living.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people do that, right? Like once you hear you have cancer, it's like a death sentence. And
you probably see that?
It shouldn't be.
Do you see that a lot?
Yeah.
They're almost just like they're just tapping out.
And yeah, don't get me wrong, it sucks. And it's rough. But, that will pass.
Yeah. And what's the alternative?
You can cry about it, get depressed. It's going to affect your health even worse.
Or you can beat it and write a book about it.
Yeah. Make a plan. Write things down that you want to have. A bucket list. I have my bucket list in there. A bucket list, you have to have it because that's something that you're going to live for, that, and then once you can mark it off, it's just such a good feeling.
Have you been skydiving yet?
I went skydiving.
Did you?
I went cage diving with the great whites.
That's awesome.
I saw the Northern Lights.
You married a narcissist.
Yeah,
You
that
got,
was
like,
not on my bucket
full,
list,
that was
though.
it? Where'd you see the Northern Lights at?
Finland.
Okay. I've seen them way up in North Canada. Not like
It's
planned
amazing.
either. God
Yeah,
almighty.
it's amazing.
Crazy.
Yeah.
The Aurora Borealis. Were you going on a trip to see them? Or did it just kind of happen while you were...
No, I planned to go. I stayed in the glass igloos in Finland.
Okay.
I slept underneath the Northern Lights, but I didn't really sleep. I just stayed there all night, looking at the sky. Yeah.
Was that like taking like a mushroom trip almost?
It was... I can't describe it.
Yeah,
it was amazing.
Mine was when I was like 14, 15, so I like reach for that memory pretty often because it was with my best friend growing up, so it was really cool. We talked about it like 3 days ago, actually. Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Nature is crazy.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm even planning a trip home soon, and I'm going to make a stop to see them again. So, yeah.
When people want to improve their nutrition, do you feel like it's a good plan to go try to figure out the food sensitivities, like what their body is? Because we're all a little different. Something that might bother you doesn't touch me, and vice versa.
Exactly, and it's the same with allergies and stuff, right? Like I know Blake does those tests, and it's really important that you know, like, what you shouldn't be eating, stay away from, or sometimes we love eating this, but in my condition, I should not be eating it. I should be eating something else. And since I changed my whole diet, I have so much more energy. My skin is better. It's amazing.
Everything's improved
Yeah.
because what you're building your cells out of is better construction material.
Yeah, because I know exactly what my body needs and what it doesn't need, or
you-
should have and should not have.
Sure. If you were going to describe your nutrition plan, how would you describe it to someone now?
I eat very healthy, lots of greens and vegetables. I don't eat fried foods anymore. I stay away from carbs, definitely bread, potatoes, all the bad carbs. Sugar is something that I try to stay away from as much as I can. Food colorings. I drink a gallon of water a day. I'll drink occasionally. I'll have a drink.
There's a lot of sugar and booze.
Yeah.
What's your, how are you taking down your protein normally?
I eat chicken. I love seafood. I eat a lot of seafood. But yeah.
Yeah. The whole nutrition thing is like a journey too. Like we talked about earlier, a lot of people, I think they feel like it's going to be really restrictive, but they don't understand like how good you can feel when you're doing it like right, or when you're just making like little incremental steps.
Yeah. And the gluten is a really big one too these days, right?
So bad.
Gluten is in so many things.
It's in everything.
And once you start cutting that, you're already going to feel such a big difference just with cutting one piece like gluten.